Welcome all dear students for this online session 4 of second semester BCA of Kuvempu University for the subject Database Management System. So dear students, today's topic for our online session is we will be identifying or we will be understanding the major difference between your database management system versus the earlier file management system there. So before moving on to understanding the difference between the two systems, let us have a pre-cap or a recap of our previous class. In our previous class, remember we have learnt about, we have understood the various applications of your database system along with the meaning of your data as well as your information there. So dear students, in our today's session, the learning objective is to understand the difference between your database management system and your file management system. So the session outcomes is the student will be able to understand the fundamental or the basic differences between the database management system versus the earlier file management system. So now let us have our session on the file management system versus your database management system. To start up, let us know which is the earlier one and which is the latest one which you are going to use. See, the file management system, it was the earlier database management system which we used to have. For example, before 40 or 50 years, we didn't have a concept of a database management system. But the data was being stored at that point also. For storing the data, they never used any database management system or a sophisticated software there. They didn't had anything called as a table or an attribute or a tuple there. Rather, they used to store the data in the form of what? File there. So that particular system is called as what? File management system there. So in our session, let us understand the file management system in respect to our database management system with by having some simple points of differences there. The first one is, let us start about the file management system. As the name itself is telling, here you are going to store the data, but the stored data is in the form of a file there. And for managing that, you are using a system that is cumulatively called as what? File management system. See, first we need to understand what do we mean by a file and what do we mean by a file system. See, a file is nothing but collection of information, or a file system can be called as collection of data there. And any management with the file system, if you want to perform there, the user, he has to write the procedures there. So one important thing about a file system is that the file is nothing but what? Collection of data. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಫೈಲಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು ಡೇಟಾನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಯೂಸರ್ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಕೂಡ ಅವರೇ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಫೈಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. The second thing is that the file system, it will give the details of your data representation and the storage of data. ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೈಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾನ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಮತ್ತು ಈವನ್ ಆ ಡೇಟಾನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೈಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಮೂರನೇದು, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಇನ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಟ್ರೀವಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೀಲಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ವಿತ್ huge volumes there, then the file system is really a challenging task. You cannot do the retrieval of your data or the effective storage of your data in a most better way. So this is one of the demerit of your file system. I think you have understood. First, file is nothing but a collection of your data. And if you want to store your data, all the procedure has to be written by whom? Yes, by the user of the file itself. Second one, this file system is going to give the details about how the data is represented and how it is been stored in your data. Third one is, if you are having a huge amount of data or even if you are having some normal amount of data, managing that is storing and manipulating that is not being done effectively. The fourth one is that it is speaking about your concurrent access, that is your parallel access or your simultaneous access. See, concurrent access to the data in the file system may have problems like concurrent access of data in the file system has many problems like, for example, concurrent access refers to same piece of data being accessed or being used by more than one users at the same point of time. See, here the problem is that reading the file when other deleting some information or updating some information can cause a serious issue there. For example, you are reading the record of an employee and you are trying to find out the mobile number of a particular employee there. At that time, assume that there is another user who is going to update or change the mobile number. At those time, you can get some issues related to your concurrent access there. So this is one of the thing which is going to happen in your file management system. And when coming to the fifth one, file system does not provide any crash recovery mechanism. For example, when we are entering some data into the file, and if suddenly the system crashes, then the content of the file is completely lost there. When you try to restart it, you will not get your data. This is a serious issue which we used to face with your file management system then. And the last one is that protecting a file under your file system is really difficult there, because you cannot give some authorization with respect to a high level. So therefore, these are the six important things which we had in our file management system. Now let us understand the same 6 issues with respect to our new database management system. See, while coming to your database management system, that is your DBMS there, it is also a collection of data, and users is not required to write the procedure for managing the databases. I think you remember, in the file system, it is also a collection of data, DBMS is also a collection of data, but there the user has to manage to write the procedure. But here, the user need not to write any procedure for managing the data. It will be entirely an automated process done by your DBMS there. The second one is the DBMS provides an abstract view of the data that hides the details. For example, you need the phone number of a person, then you will be getting only the phone number. You don't need to worry about the remaining things, where it is been stored, how it is been stored, when it is been stored and all. This particular abstract view, which is very important for an effective database utilization, is been available in our database management system when compared to our file system. Third one is, this DBMS is more effective to use since there are wide varieties of sophisticated techniques to store and retrieve your data. For example, in your DBMS you have different techniques like RAID levels. Not only RAID levels, n number of different techniques are there, synchronization techniques are there, so which will help your data to be more effectively manipulated or utilized when compared to your file management system. And the fourth one is related to your concurrent access. We have learned that in the file system, the concurrent access which may lead to some issues there. But DBMS will automatically take care of your concurrent access by using some form of techniques called as locking mechanism, or it has some synchronization mechanism or concurrency control techniques there, which can be used to have a smooth, effective running of your data, even though it is going to have some concurrent database access. And even our DBMS have a very effective cache recovery mechanism, so this will protect the users from effects of your system failures. Even if you are doing your bank transaction and suddenly if power goes off or something happens with your hardware, there are no issues there, because everything will be stored in the form of a buffer, or you have some recovery techniques there. In the same way, the DBMS, it has a very good protection mechanism. The data what we are storing in your particular DBMS there, it has some unauthorized access issues. It doesn't has any unauthorized access issue, because it uses some of the keys, it uses some of the techniques which is going to protect your data in terms of your unauthorized access there. So thereby we can tell that when compared to file management system, our database management system is more effective with respect to system security, the data security, or concurrence access, high effectiveness, or high usage, or high portability there. So this is the difference between your file system as well as your database management system. So the summary of today's session is, student is able to understand the differences between your DBMS as well as your file management system. So dear students, for further references you can refer to the book authored by Elma Sinawate, 5th edition, Edison Wesley publication, and it is titled as Fundamentals of Database Management System. Or you can refer to the second author, Korth and Sudarshan, of McGraw-Hill publication, 4th edition, titled Database System Concepts. Thank you.